Hey everyone, we got some big news for Apple stock investors as the company finally revealed its artificial intelligence strategy. So I'll go over what all was revealed at this event, more related to what it could mean for stock investors. This isn't a tech review, and I'll highlight what this could mean for Apple stock investors longer term. So let's get started. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. All right, so as expected, the new capabilities are now going to be called Apple Intelligence, and they will be tightly woven into the company's operating system updates coming later this year. On the back of these announcements, Apple's stock price was up over 7.2%. Following the news, one of the bigger one-day increases for Apple stock in some time. Also, as expected, they will include a major update for Siri, Apple's 12-year-old digital assistant. That's the area I've been looking for Apple to make a major upgrade in, is in Siri. It hasn't been very effective, and given the latest developments in AI technology at other companies, Siri has felt incredibly lacking. And so it's, as my Siri on the phone ramped up while I was saying that, it's been lacking, and it's been more evident of its lack of capabilities given all of these other developments that other companies have been revealing. So this is Apple playing catch up here. And that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like looking at the company's announcements around intelligence, Apple Intelligence. It looks like the company was catching up and not quite ready to reveal its intelligence strategy, its AI strategy. I think it wanted more time to come out with something better and then reveal it. But given all of the other companies that have come out with AI capabilities, Apple's been the one that felt like it hasn't been innovating, that it's been behind, and so I felt like it needed to do something right now. And so this might not be the end of it. This might just be the beginning of Apple innovating in this area. This is just kind of the first iteration, and I wouldn't be surprised if later upgrades surpass, even by levels of magnitude, what they have so far announced in this update. So the article in the Wall Street Journal continues to say that the coming iPhone cycle is an important one after 3 consecutive years of weak sales. And that's true. If you look at Apple's sales over the last couple of years, you can see it flatlining here. Trailing 12-month revenue reached close to $400 billion before flatlining and even decreasing here in recent years. So after 3 consecutive years of weak sales, AI might not be the easiest sell to prospective iPhone buyers. In a report by UBS analyst David Vogt, cited a recent survey of smartphone users that found 27% of those outside of China are indicating interest in a device with generative AI capabilities. So smartphone buyers are looking for AI capabilities on their phone. And so they want more incorporated into their phones. And that's what they were looking for from Apple, which we got some, but very light enhancements on the phone. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more to come when the company announced this next iPhone upgrade, which typically comes towards the end of the year. And I'd be looking for more out of Apple. The announcements made was an improvement. There was a lot to like from what they were adding, but I would expect more from Apple over the coming months and over the coming years as it iterates and as it builds its capabilities surrounding artificial intelligence. It doesn't want to be the first, but I think Apple does want to be the best in class here. And so it's being patient, it's taking its time, it's not rushing, and investors are wanting Apple to rush, but Apple does not want to rush. They want to get this right. They don't want to miss the boat here. Now, surprisingly, despite Apple's lack of innovation in the last few years, Apple's stock price is near record highs at $207 per share following this increase, today's announcement on the back of artificial intelligence. So Apple has been supporting this rising stock price by increasing the share buybacks. Remember the big, massive buyback announcement at its latest quarterly earnings update? and continued profitability, continued expansion in the services business. You can see Apple's cash flow from operations on a trailing 12-month basis exploded in 2020 until 2022, where it approached 125 billion. And it's roughly remained at this elevated level for the last year and a half. And so Apple's trailing 12-month cash flow from operations didn't decline all that much from peak levels. And these peak levels were nearly 50 billion higher than where it was before the pandemic. So it's kind of been consolidating those gains that it made and catching its breath and waiting for that next wave, that next iPhone refresh cycle, which is upcoming, and innovating within that cycle, catching that next wave and boosting from then on out. Apple is now trading at a forward price to earnings of 28.77, which is near the most expensive it's been on a forward PE basis going back until July of 2021. It's rarely traded more expensively than it's trading now. So it has excellent prospects going forward. The business model is incredibly lucrative with the closed loop ecosystem that creates a high cost of switching for existing customers and premium priced models of everything from phones to laptops to headphones. Really supports the company's profit and cash flow, but where it has been stagnant is on the top line. And these next generation features, if they are coupled with this next generation iPhone that also creates a few enhancements, I think that could drive the next leg of growth for Apple. Now, Apple's not my favorite stock at current valuations, but I still have Apple stock rated as a buy. There are several stocks I like better than Apple, including some of their Mag 7 partners like Alphabet and Meta Platforms, Nvidia as well. I like all three of those better than Apple, but still, given its valuation, given its prospects, given the risk versus reward, I still consider Apple stock a buy, especially as it is approaching this next replacement cycle in the iPhone. So overall, this is good news for Apple stock investors that they're finally coming out with artificial intelligence, infusing their iOS with these AI products. And it's a step in the right direction, but I'd be looking for more. I'd be looking for more out of Apple over the next coming quarters. Before I let you go, let me tell you about the greatest deal on YouTube. With just a click of a button, you can get free financial analysis from a professor with decades of investing experience. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon.